Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Artificial Fluency. Before we start today's lesson, I want you to imagine this. Your phone rings and you see it's a call in English. How do you feel? Nervous? Excited? Maybe a little bit of both. Phone conversations in English can feel scary because you can't see the other person's face or body language. You have to rely only on your ears and your voice. But here's the thing. Once you learn the right phrases and practice them, phone calls become much easier and more natural. Today, we're going to master English phone conversations together. I'll teach you exactly what to say when you answer the phone, how to handle problems, and how to end calls politely. By the end of this lesson, you'll feel confident making phone calls in English for work, with friends, or in any situation. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's transform your phone conversation skills. Teaching note. Notice I said, rely only on your ears. This means to depend completely on just one thing. Phone conversations in English are challenging for language learners because visual cues, like facial expressions and gestures, aren't available to help with understanding. Today's practical lesson covers 6 essential areas of phone conversations. First, we'll learn how to start and answer calls professionally and naturally. Second, we'll practice handling connection problems. What to say when you can't hear clearly. Third, we'll master dealing with unavailable people, taking messages and leaving information. Fourth, we'll explore managing your own availability. What to say when you're busy or need to call back. Fifth, we'll learn how to end calls politely in different situations. And finally, we'll practice confirming important details to avoid misunderstandings. Each section includes real phrases you can use immediately, common mistakes to avoid, and practical examples from daily life. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Let's begin with the most basic but crucial skill: how to start and answer phone calls naturally and professionally. Identifying yourself when you call. When you make a phone call, always start by saying who you are. The most natural way is, "Hello, this is Tom speaking." "Hello, this is Tom speaking." You can also add where you're calling from. "Hello, this is Tom speaking. I'm calling from English Unleashed." Teaching note. "This is Tom speaking" is more formal and clear than just "this is Tom." Adding speaking makes it very clear that you are the person talking. In casual calls with friends, you might just say, "Hi, it's Tom." But for business calls, use the full phrase. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't say, "I am Tom." Say, "This is Tom." Don't forget to identify yourself immediately. Don't assume people will recognize your voice. Requesting to speak to someone. When someone else answers the phone and you need to talk to a different person, use, "Hi, may I speak to Sarah, please?" For more formal situations, "Hi, may I speak to Mr. Wilson, please? I have a question about my order." Teaching note. "May I speak to" is polite and formal. You could also say, "Could I speak to?" or "Is Sarah available?" But may I speak to is the most common and polite form. Always add please to make it extra polite. Phone request phrases. May I speak to name, please? Is name available? Could you put me through to name? I'd like to speak with name, if possible. Answering professional calls. When you answer the phone at work or in business situations, use "Good morning, how can I help you?" You can adapt this for different times. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hello, how may I assist you today? For specific services, good morning, how can I help you with your booking? Teaching note. How can I help you and how may I assist you mean the same thing, but assist is more formal. Use help for most situations. It sounds more natural and friendly. Checking if it's a good time to talk. Before starting a long conversation, check if the person is available. Is this a good time to talk? Alternative phrases. I hope I'm not calling at a bad time. Do you have a few minutes to talk? Is now a convenient time for you? Example. Hi, Sarah. This is Tom. Is this a good time to talk? I wanted to discuss the project. Teaching note. A good time to talk means the person is free and not busy. At a bad time means the person is busy or it's inconvenient. This shows respect for the other person's schedule. Stating your reason for calling. Always explain why you're calling early in the conversation. I'm calling about our meeting tomorrow. I just wanted to check in with you. I'm calling to follow up on my application. Teaching note. Check in with you means to contact someone to see how they are or how something is going. It's casual and shows you care. Follow up on means to continue or get an update about something that happened before. Complete call opening examples. Formal business call. Good morning, this is Lisa Chen speaking. I'm calling from ABC Company. May I speak to Mr. Johnson, please? I'm calling about the contract we discussed last week. Friendly check-in call. Hi, Tom. This is Sarah. Is this a good time to talk? I just wanted to check in and see how the job interview went. Appointment call. Hello, this is Mike Wilson speaking. I'm calling to confirm my appointment for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Key learning points for call openings. Always identify yourself with "this is" name speaking. Use "may I speak to" for polite requests. Check in with you means to contact someone to see how they are or how something is going. Is this a good time? Shows respect for others' schedules. State your reason for calling early in the conversation. Phone calls don't always have perfect sound quality. Let's learn how to handle technical problems and communication difficulties professionally. Checking sound quality. When you're not sure if the other person can hear you clearly, ask, "Can you hear me okay?" If you move locations or fix something, "Can you hear me now?" Example. Sorry, I just stepped outside. Can you hear me better now? Teaching note. Can you hear me okay? Is asking about the quality of your voice. Is it clear, loud enough, not cutting out? Okay here means well or clearly. You can also say, can you hear me clearly? But okay is more common. Reporting bad connection. When the call quality is poor, use these phrases. Sorry, I think we have a bad connection. Sorry, you're breaking up. Breaking up means the sound is cutting in and out, like the voice is interrupted or choppy. Example, I think you're breaking up a bit. Are you in a tunnel or something? Teaching note. Breaking up doesn't mean ending a relationship here. It means the phone signal is poor and the voice sounds interrupted or choppy. Bad connection refers to poor phone signal or internet quality. Connection problem vocabulary. We have a bad connection. You're breaking up. The line is unclear. There's a lot of static. I can barely hear you. Requesting repetition. When you miss something or don't understand, use these polite phrases. Sorry, could you say that again? I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it? I missed that. What did you say? Teaching note. I didn't catch that is a very natural way to say you didn't hear or understand something. It's more conversational than I didn't understand. I missed that usually means you only missed a small part, not the whole sentence. Asking for slower speech. When someone speaks too fast, can you speak a bit more slowly? Could you say that again a bit slower? Example, sorry, English isn't my first language. Could you speak a bit more slowly, please? Teaching note. Don't be embarrassed to ask people to slow down. Native speakers often speak quickly, and it's completely normal to ask them to slow down. Most people are happy to help and speak more clearly. Confirming understanding. To make sure you understood correctly, let me make sure I understood you correctly. Let me read that back to you. Example. Let me make sure I understood you correctly. The meeting is at 2 p.m. on Zoom, right? Let me read that back to you is used for phone numbers, addresses, names, or spelling. Teaching note. Let me make sure I understood you correctly is a professional way to confirm information. It shows you're being careful and responsible. Read that back means to repeat information you wrote down to confirm it's correct. Practical examples of problem solving. Poor connection scenario. Hello? Can you hear me okay? Sorry, you're breaking up a bit. Let me try moving to a different spot. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Understanding problems. Could you spell your last name for me? Sorry, I didn't catch the address. Could you repeat that slowly? Let me read that back. 123 Main Street, apartment 4B. Is that correct? Speed issues. I'm having trouble following. Could you speak a bit slower? Sorry, that was fast. What was the phone number again? If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Key learning points for connection problems. Breaking up means the phone signal is poor and voice is interrupted. I didn't catch that is a natural way to say you didn't hear something. Let me read that back means to repeat information to confirm it is correct. Don't be embarrassed to ask people to speak slowly. Always confirm important information like addresses and phone numbers. Sometimes the person you want to talk to isn't available. Let's learn how to handle these situations professionally and take or leave messages effectively. When someone asks for an unavailable person, if someone calls for a person who isn't there, offer to help. Can I take a message for you? Would you like to leave a message? Example: I'm sorry, Sarah isn't in the office right now. Can I take a message for you? Teaching note: take a message means to write down what someone wants to tell another person and give it to them later. It's like being a messenger between two people. Promising to pass on information. When you agree to take a message, reassure the caller. I'll let her know you called. I'll make sure she gets the message. I'll pass that along to him. Example: okay, I'll let her know you called. What's the best number to reach you? Teaching note: I'll let her know means I'll tell her or I'll inform her. Pass that along means to give information to someone else. These phrases show you're responsible and will definitely deliver the message. Requesting a call back. When you can't reach someone directly, please ask him to call me back. Could you ask her to return my call? Please have him call me when he's available. Full example. Hi, this is Tom Wilson. Please ask Mr. Smith to call me back. My number is 555-1234. Teaching note: call me back and return my call mean the same thing. You want the person to call you. Call back is more casual. Return my call is more formal. Leaving messages for someone. When the person you're calling isn't available, can I leave a message for Mr. Smith? Could you give Sarah a message from me? Example: can I leave a message for Dr. Johnson? Please tell her that Tom Wilson called about rescheduling my appointment. Teaching note: leave a message for means to give information to pass on to someone. Be clear and specific about your message so there's no confusion. Message-taking vocabulary. Take a message. Pass along the information. Let them know. Call back. Return my call. Leave a message for. Complete message scenarios. Taking a message. Hello, ABC Company. I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson is in a meeting right now. Can I take a message? Of course. Let me write this down. I'll make sure he gets your message as soon as he's available. Leaving a message. Hi, is Lisa available? I see. Can I leave a message for her? Please tell her that Mike called about the project deadline. She can reach me at 555-7890. Thank you, I appreciate it. Requesting callback. Hi, this is Sarah Chen calling for Dr. Williams. Oh, I understand. Please ask her to call me back when she has a moment. My number is 555-4567. It's about my test results. Complete availability scenarios. Busy at work. Hi, Tom. Thanks for calling. Actually, I'm in a meeting right now. Can I call you back in about an hour? Perfect. I'll talk to you then. Need more information. Hi, Sarah. I got your message about the proposal. I need to check a few things before I can give you an answer. Can I call you back tomorrow morning? Great. I'll have all the details by then. Alternative communication. Hi, I'm actually driving right now. Could you text me the address instead? It's safer for me. Thanks. I'll look for your message. Key learning points for availability. In the middle of something means you're busy with another task. Get back to you means to contact someone later. Give me plus time means wait for that amount of time. Mind texting instead is a casual way to suggest text messaging. And follow up means to continue or check on something later. Professional message guidelines always include your full name, your phone number, say it slowly, reason for calling, best time to reach you if relevant. Keep messages short and clear. Don't give too many details. State the main point clearly. Speak slowly when giving numbers. Confirm spelling of names if necessary. Sample professional message. Hi, this is Jennifer Martinez calling for Ms. Anderson. Please ask her to call me back about the marketing proposal. My number is 555-2468. That's 555-2468. The best time to reach me is before 5 p.m. today. Thank you. Teaching note. Notice how she repeated the phone number. Always repeat important numbers to make sure they're clear. Speaking slowly and clearly when leaving contact information is very important. Key learning points for messages. Take a message means to write down information for someone else. Call me back and return my call mean the same thing. Pass along means to give information to another person. Always repeat phone numbers slowly and clearly. Keep messages short, but include all necessary information. Knowing how to end phone conversations gracefully is just as important as starting them well. Let's learn natural ways to conclude different types of calls. Polite general endings. The most versatile way to end a call. All right, I'll let you go. This is perfect because it's polite and suggests the other person might be busy. You can use it in both casual and professional situations. Teaching note. I'll let you go is a very polite way to end a call. It suggests that you don't want to take up more of the other person's time. It's more considerate than just saying goodbye abruptly. Thanking for the call. When someone called you, thanks for calling. I appreciate you calling. Thank you for taking the time to call. These work for both business and personal calls. Casual, friendly endings. For calls with friends, family, or colleagues you know well. Talk to you later. I'll talk to you soon. Catch you later. Teaching note. Talk to you later and catch you later are casual and friendly. Don't use catch you later in formal business calls. Save it for friends and close colleagues. Warm, caring endings, when you want to show you care about the person. Take care. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Take care is especially good when you won't talk to the person again soon. Teaching note. Take care is warmer and more personal than just goodbye. It shows you care about the person's well-being. Use it with people you have a good relationship with. Action-oriented endings. When something might change or you need updates. Let me know if anything changes. Keep me posted. Feel free to call if you have any questions. Teaching note. Let me know if anything changes means contact me if the situation is different. Keep me posted means continue to give me updates about what's happening. Sometimes you're the one who's busy or unavailable. Let's learn how to handle these situations politely and professionally. When you can't talk right now, if someone calls when you're busy, I can't talk right now. Can I call you back? This isn't a good time for me. Can I call you later? I'm in the middle of something. Can I get back to you? Teaching note. I can't talk right now is direct but polite. In the middle of something means you're busy with another task. Get back to you means to contact someone later, similar to call you back. Asking for a short delay. When you need just a few minutes. Can you give me 10 minutes? Could you call me back in about 15 minutes? I'm almost done here. Can I call you in 5 minutes? Teaching note. Give me 10 minutes means wait 10 minutes or call me in 10 minutes. This is useful when you're almost finished with something and can talk soon. Suggesting to continue later. For longer conversations, let's talk a bit later, okay? Can we continue this conversation tomorrow? I'll call you back this afternoon when I have more time. Making promises to call back. When you commit to calling someone, I'll call you as soon as I can. I'll get back to you by the end of the day. Let me call you back in an hour. Teaching note. As soon as I can means immediately when you're free. By the end of the day gives a specific time limit. Be realistic about when you can actually call back. Availability management phrases. Can't talk right now. In the middle of something. Give me time, minutes. Get back to you as soon as I can. Suggesting alternative communication. Sometimes texting me instead. Could you send me a message about that? Would email be easier for you? Teaching note. Mind texting me instead is a casual way to ask someone to send a text message rather than continue the phone call. Mind here means would you be willing to or do you object to? Following up on previous communication. When you're checking on earlier messages. Just checking in to see if you got my message. Did you receive my email about the meeting? I tried calling earlier but couldn't get through. Get through means to successfully connect the call. Sorry, I missed your call. Use this when you see someone called but you didn't answer. Teaching note. Checking in means following up or making sure something was received. Couldn't get through means the call didn't connect. Maybe the line was busy or there was no answer. Asking for updates. When you're waiting for information. Any update on that? Have you heard anything about the decision? Is there any news about the project? Committing to follow up. When you promise to stay in touch. I'll follow up with you tomorrow. Let me get back to you with more information. I'll check on that and call you back. Teaching note. Follow up means to continue with something or check on progress. Get back to you means to contact someone later with information or an answer. Professional business endings. For formal business calls, thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good rest of your day. Complete call ending examples. Casual friend call. Okay, I should probably get going. All right, I'll let you go. Thanks for calling. Talk to you later. Take care. Business call. I think that covers everything we needed to discuss. Thank you for your time today. I look forward to hearing from you next week. Family call. I should let you get back to your evening. Thanks for calling, Mom. I love you. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Follow-up call. I'll work on those changes and send you the updated document. Let me know if you need anything else. Thanks again, and have a great day. Call ending vocabulary. I'll let you go. Thanks for calling. Talk to you later. Take care. Let me know if anything changes. Keep me posted. Timing your call endings. Signs a call should end. You've covered all the main topics. There are long pauses in conversation. Someone mentions they're busy. You've been talking for a while. How to transition to ending. Well, I think that covers everything. I don't want to keep you too long. I should probably let you get back to your day. Before I let you go, teaching note. I don't want to keep you means you don't want to take up too much of their time. Before I let you go is useful when you want to add one more thing before ending the call. Avoiding abrupt endings. Don't just say bye and hang up. Use transition phrases. Better than, okay, bye. Say instead, all right, I'll let you go. Thanks for calling and talk to you soon. Special ending situations. When you need to leave urgently. I'm so sorry, but I have to run to another meeting. I'll call you back later to finish this conversation. When the call went well. This was really helpful, thank you. I'm glad we had a chance to talk about this. When you're planning next steps, I'll send you that information by email. Let's touch base again next week. Teaching note. I have to run means you need to leave quickly. Touch base means to contact each other or check in. Keep learning points for call endings. I'll let you go is a polite way to end any call. Take care shows you care about the person's well-being. Keep me posted means continue to give me updates. I have to run means you need to leave quickly. Always use transition phrases rather than ending abruptly. The final essential skill is making sure you have correct information. Misunderstandings can cause big problems, so let's learn how to confirm details accurately. Checking contact information. When you need to confirm phone numbers or addresses, can I just check your phone number? Let me confirm your email address. Could you repeat your address, please? Always repeat numbers slowly. So that's 555 1234. 555 1234. Teaching note: when repeating phone numbers, say each digit separately and group them logically. This makes it much easier for the other person to confirm accuracy. Asking for spelling. When names or places are unclear, could you spell that for me? How do you spell your last name? Could you spell the street name, please? Example: could you spell that company name for me? I want to make sure I have it right. Teaching note: don't be embarrassed to ask for spelling. It shows you're being careful and professional. It's much better to ask than to get the information wrong. Double-checking understanding for important appointments or arrangements. Let me make sure I have this right. So, just to confirm, let me repeat that back to you. Example: so, just to confirm, the meeting is Tuesday at 3 p.m. in conference room B, and I should bring the contract documents. Is that correct? Confirmation phrases. Can I just check? Could you spell that? Let me confirm. So, just to confirm, let me repeat that back. Reading information back. Let me read that back to you is perfect for phone numbers, addresses, email addresses, names, dates and times, important instructions. Perfect. So let me read that back. The appointment is February 15th at 2:30 p.m. with Dr. Smith at 123 Main Street. Is that all correct? Teaching note: read that back means to repeat information you wrote down to make sure it's accurate. This prevents mistakes and shows you're being thorough. Final confirmation example. Perfect. So I have your phone number as 555-7890. Your email is sarah.jones@email.com. That's sarah.jones@email.com. And you'll send me the documents by Friday. Did I get everything right? Key learning points for confirmations. Always repeat phone numbers digit by digit. Don't hesitate to ask for spelling of names or places. Read that back means to repeat information to confirm accuracy. Confirming details prevents misunderstandings and problems. Being thorough shows professionalism and care. What an incredible journey we've taken through English phone conversations. You've learned essential phrases for every part of a phone call, from answering and identifying yourself to handling problems and ending calls professionally. Your weekly phone practice challenge. This week, I want you to practice these skills. Monday, Tuesday, practice introducing yourself and stating your reason for calling. Use "this is" name, speaking, and "I'm calling about." Wednesday, Thursday, focus on handling problems. Practice saying, "Could you repeat that?" and "Let me make sure I understood correctly." Friday weekend, work on polite endings. Practice "I'll let you go" and "Thanks for calling." Remember the key principles. Always identify yourself clearly. Don't be afraid to ask for repetition or clarification. Confirm important details like numbers and spellings. End calls politely with proper transitions. Next steps for improvement. Record yourself practicing these phrases. Listen to English podcasts to hear natural phone conversation rhythm. Practice with friends or language exchange partners. And use these phrases in real phone calls when opportunities arise. Thank you for spending these 30 minutes improving your English phone skills. If this lesson helped you feel more confident about phone conversations, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who needs these skills. Your homework is simple. Make one phone call in English this week using at least 3 phrases from today's lesson. Tell me in the comments how it went. Until next time, keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, every phone call is an opportunity to improve your English.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Artificial Fluency. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sat in a classroom, understood everything the teacher said, but when it came time to ask a question or participate, you just stayed silent? Maybe you knew what you wanted to say, but you didn't know how to say it in English? Well, today we're going to change that. I'm going to teach you the most essential English phrases and vocabulary you need to succeed in school, university, or any learning environment. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly what to say in any academic situation. Let's get started. Before we dive into specific phrases, let me share something important with you. Learning English for academic success isn't just about memorizing vocabulary. It's about understanding the mindset and habits that successful students have. Here's what every successful student knows. Practice every day is the key to progress. Notice I didn't say practice sometimes or practice when you feel like it. I said every day. This is because learning is like building a muscle. You need to exercise it regularly. Teaching note: practice every day is the key to progress. This sentence structure is very important. Key to means the most important thing for achieving something. You can use this pattern. Exercise is the key to health, or patience is the key to learning English. Here's another principle that changed my life as a student. Mistakes are part of learning, so I am not afraid. Many students are afraid to speak in class because they might make mistakes, but mistakes are your teachers, not your enemies. And remember this: I believe in myself. Self-belief is not optional, it's essential. When you believe you can learn, you will learn. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Now, let's start with the most practical phrases you need in any classroom. These are the phrases that will make you an active, confident student. For active listening, I listen carefully when my teacher speaks. Could you repeat that, please? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Teaching note: I didn't catch that is a very natural way to say I didn't hear or I didn't understand. Native speakers use catch in this context all the time. It's more casual than I didn't understand. For asking questions, I ask questions in class. Excuse me, I have a question. Could you explain that again? What does word mean? For participating in discussions, I raise my hand when I want to answer. I think that, in my opinion, I agree with, I disagree because. Teaching note: notice the difference between I think that and in my opinion. Both are correct, but in my opinion sounds more formal and academic. Use I think in casual discussions and in my opinion in academic debates. For when you're confused, I'm confused about. Could you give me an example? I don't understand the difference between. Can you help me with this? Let me tell you something important. Teachers love students who ask questions. It shows you're engaged and thinking. Don't be afraid to say, I ask my teacher for help when I need it. Now let's talk about study habits. Successful students have specific routines, and they know how to talk about them in English. Daily study routine. Every evening, I sit at my desk to do my homework. I keep my notes organized in different folders. I often highlight important information in my books. I copy sentences from the board to remember better. Teaching note. Sit at my desk is the correct preposition here. We sit at a desk, not on a desk. You sit on a chair, but at a desk. This is a common mistake, so remember, person plus at plus desk. When homework is difficult. Sometimes homework is hard, but I don't give up. Sometimes homework is difficult, but I keep trying. I check my work before I give it to the teacher. I correct my mistakes and try again. Learning new vocabulary. I repeat words many times. I use my dictionary to learn new words. I like to use flashcards to remember new words. Reading stories helps me learn more vocabulary. Teaching note. Give up is a phrasal verb meaning stop trying. The opposite is keep trying or keep going. These are very useful phrases for talking about persistence and not quitting. Working with others. My classmates are friendly and we help each other. My friends and I sometimes study together after school. We share ideas and help each other. Working in a team teaches me cooperation. Let's talk about exams, something every student faces. Here are the phrases and strategies you need. Preparing for exams. I try not to study at the last minute. Preparing early helps me feel confident. I write a study timetable before exams. I follow it carefully. We quiz each other before exams. I also take short breaks. Breaks help me stay fresh. Teaching note, at the last minute means doing something just before the deadline. For example, I finished my project at the last minute. Means you finished it just before it was due. It's better to prepare early. During exams, I read the questions carefully. I take my time and think before I answer. If I don't know an answer, I skip it and come back later. I check my answers before submitting. After exams, I learn from my mistakes. Failure is not the end. Failure is a chance to try again. Success feels good when you work hard. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. For those of you planning to go to university, let me share some important differences and the English you'll need. Key differences. At university, life is different from high school. Students have more freedom, but also more responsibility. Professors do not check homework every day. They expect students to be independent. Teaching note. We say high school in American English, but secondary school in British English. Both are correct. Choose the one that's common in your country or the one you're learning. University living. Many students live in dormitories. Dormitory life can be fun, but sometimes noisy. Some students live in apartments with roommates. University activities. University has clubs and activities for students. Joining a club helps you make friends. Many students work part-time jobs. They must balance study and work. Time management becomes very important. Balance here means to give equal attention to different things. Work-life balance or study-work balance are common phrases. You need to balance your time between different activities.
Let's talk about the mindset that will help you succeed in your studies. Positive self-talk. I believe in myself. I trust myself to learn step by step. Learning makes me feel strong and confident. Each class teaches me something useful for my life. Long-term vision. I dream big. I want success. I know English will help me in the future. Education opens doors to the future. One day I want to go to university and study. Teaching note. Dream big means to have ambitious goals. Don't limit yourself. Dream big. Also, opens doors is a metaphor, meaning creates opportunities. Education literally opens doors to new possibilities. Dealing with challenges. School helps me grow. Every day is another chance to grow. I learn something new every day. Mistakes are part of learning, so I am not afraid. Global perspective. I want to study abroad one day. Meeting international students is exciting. We share cultures and ideas. Before we finish, let me share some practical study techniques that you can talk about in English. Reading and listening. I read English articles online to learn new vocabulary. I sometimes watch videos with subtitles. This makes learning fun. Reading helps me improve my grammar naturally. Speaking practice. I practice speaking English with my classmates. I read aloud to improve my pronunciation. I record myself speaking to check my progress. Teaching note. Read aloud means to read out loud so others can hear you. The opposite is read silently or just read to yourself. Reading aloud is excellent for pronunciation practice. Memory techniques. I use flashcards for new vocabulary. I write new words in sentences. I review my notes every week. Repetition helps me remember better. Organization. I keep all my notes in organized folders. I use different colors for different subjects. I write down important dates in my calendar. All right, let's wrap up with your action plan for this week. This week, try these. Use 3 new phrases from today's lesson in your classes. Ask at least one question in English during a lesson.
Help a classmate with something in English. Organize your study materials and describe your system in English. Remember these key principles. Practice every day is the key to progress. Mistakes are part of learning, so I am not afraid. I believe in myself. Teaching note: wrap up means to finish or conclude something. It's a very natural phrasal verb. You can say, "Let's wrap up this meeting," or "I need to wrap up my homework." Your homework for today is simple. Choose 5 phrases from this lesson and use them this week. Then come back and tell me in the comments which phrases you used and how people responded. Education is powerful, and now you have the English skills to make the most of it. Whether you're in high school, planning for university, or already studying at university level, these phrases will help you participate confidently and succeed. Thank you for watching. If this lesson helped you feel more prepared for your academic journey, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell. Remember, learning is power, and now you have more power to succeed in English. Until next time, keep studying, keep practicing, and keep improving your English with us. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Artificial Fluency. Before we start today's lesson, I want you to think about this. Have you ever had something important to say in English, but you stayed quiet instead? Maybe you knew the words, but you were too afraid to speak? Well, if you said yes, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to share real stories from English learners just like you and show you exactly how they went from being too scared to speak to feeling confident in English conversations. So let's get started. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Confidence in English is not a talent that some people have and others don't. It's not magic. Confidence is like a muscle. If you use it, it grows stronger. If you don't use it, it becomes weak. Here's the most important thing you need to understand. Confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you create. And you create it by speaking, practicing, and believing in yourself. Teaching note: notice I said confidence is like a muscle. This is called a metaphor. We compare confidence to something physical to help you understand it better. Just like you exercise your arm muscles, you need to exercise your confidence. Today, I'm going to tell you real stories about English learners who transformed their fear into confidence. And I'll give you practical steps you can use starting today. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Let me share 3 stories about why people lose confidence in English, and maybe you'll recognize yourself in one of them. Story 1: Daniel and the fear of mistakes. Daniel was so afraid of making mistakes that he never spoke in his English class. He thought, if I make a mistake, everyone will think I'm stupid. But here's what Daniel learned. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your teacher. Teaching note: mistakes are not your enemy. This is a very important mindset. In English, we often say your enemy to mean something that fights against you, but mistakes actually help you learn. Story 2: Maria and negative thinking. Maria always told herself, I will never be good at English. Other people are so much better than me. This negative self-talk was killing her confidence.
But then Maria learned a secret. Compare yourself with the person you were yesterday, not with other people. Story 3. Omar and lack of real practice. Omar studied grammar books for hours, but he never spoke with real people. He thought studying alone would make him confident. But confidence doesn't work like that. Confidence grows when you use English in real life. Teaching note: confidence doesn't work like that. This is a natural way to say something is not correct or not effective. Native speakers use this phrase a lot in conversations. Can you identify with any of these stories? Don't worry. All 3 of these people became confident English speakers. Let me show you how. Here's the secret that changed everything for these learners. Start small and be patient with yourself. Let me tell you about Fatima. She joined an online English discussion group, but for the first month, she just listened. She didn't say a word. Then one day, she said just 1 sentence. The next week, she said 2 sentences. After 6 months, she was speaking for 5 minutes straight. This happened because she started small and she was patient with herself. That is the secret. Small steps every day. Teaching note: she was speaking for 5 minutes straight. The word straight here means continuously, without stopping. It's different from the opposite of curved. English has many words with multiple meanings. Or think about Tarek. He was nervous about speaking English with his manager at work, so he started with just 1 English sentence every morning. Good morning. How are you today? Just 1 sentence. Slowly, his courage grew, and now he has full conversations with his boss. And there's Amina. She was too shy to ask questions in shops, so she practiced 1 simple sentence. Excuse me, where can I find milk? She practiced this at home, then used it in the store. Then she practiced another question and another. Slowly, she became comfortable speaking to strangers. Teaching note: notice the phrase, slowly his courage grew, and slowly she became comfortable. We use slowly plus past tense to show gradual improvement over time. This is a very natural way to describe progress. The key is this: don't try to be perfect immediately. Just try to be a little bit better than yesterday.
Now, let me give you 5 practical strategies that you can start using today. Strategy 1. Practice speaking aloud. This means reading out loud when you're alone. Read news articles, books, or even this video's transcript aloud. Anna told me, I feel like my mouth is learning English when I read aloud. Strategy 2. Mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and speak to yourself. Practice eye contact and body language. Ball said, I felt less shy when I speak with people now because I already practiced with myself. Teaching note: practice eye contact means practicing looking at someone's eyes when you speak. This is very important in English-speaking cultures for showing confidence and respect. Strategy 3. Talk about your daily activities. While you're cooking, cleaning, or walking, describe what you're doing in English. For example, now I'm making coffee. I'm putting sugar in my cup. John told me, I feel more natural when I speak because I practice every day with small things. Strategy 4. Record your voice. Use your phone to record yourself speaking English. Listen to it later. This helps you hear your progress. Leela said, I saw proof that I was improving when I listened to my old and new recordings. Teaching note: I have tools for difficult moments. Here, tools doesn't mean physical tools like a hammer. It means useful phrases or strategies that help you in challenging situations. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Now let's talk about changing your thinking, because your thoughts control your confidence. Sarah used to say, I cannot speak English well, but then she changed this to, I am learning to speak better English every day. Do you see the difference? The first sentence makes you feel hopeless. The second sentence makes you feel proud of your progress. Teaching note: notice the difference between I cannot, impossible, and I am learning, in progress. This small change in language can make a big difference in how you feel. Carlos learned another important lesson. He said, I don't need perfect English, I just need clear English. Remember, it's okay to speak slowly. People will still understand you. Ibrahim felt much calmer when he slowed down his speaking. And here's something that might surprise you. Most people are too busy thinking about themselves to judge you. They're probably worried about their own English, their own problems, or what they're going to have for lunch. Here's what David learned about body language. Lift your head, look at the person's eyes, and speak louder. He said, when I looked confident, people respected me more. And guess what? When you act confident, you start to feel confident too. Teaching note: look at the person's eyes. We also say, make eye contact. Both mean the same thing. And speak louder doesn't mean shout, it just means use a strong, clear voice. Let me share some creative ways other learners found to practice English in real situations. Practice with family. Maria started reading English stories to her children. Clara read English articles aloud to her husband. Practicing in a safe space, like with family, can help you build courage. Join supportive groups. Daniel found a small English conversation group where everyone made mistakes together. Zob joined a local English club that gave her the space to practice without fear. Online groups work too. Fahd joined an online English community and found it very encouraging. Practice with children. Nadia practiced English with her son because, as she said, speaking with children is easier because they don't judge you. Children are usually happy to help and very patient. Role play at home. Hassan practiced airport questions with his wife before traveling. Ravi practiced customer service conversations with his colleague. Role play makes speaking English feel less scary because it's practice in a safe space. Teaching note: role play means acting out a situation for practice,
like pretending you're at a restaurant, airport, or job interview. It's a very effective way to prepare for real situations. Keep a victory notebook. Elena wrote down every successful English conversation in a small notebook. She said, "My diary was full of achievements, and now I feel proud of myself." When you feel nervous, read your victories to remember how much you've improved.
All right, let's create your action plan. Here's what I want you to do this week. Day 1 to 2, choose one simple sentence to practice daily. Maybe, "Good morning, how are you?" Start using it with one person. Day 3 to 4, read something aloud for 5 minutes. A news article, a story, anything in English. Focus on clear pronunciation. Day 5 to 6, record yourself speaking about your day for 2 minutes. Don't worry about mistakes, just speak. Day 7, find one person to practice with. A family member, a friend, or join an online group. Remember Daniel, Maria, Omar, Fatima, and all the others I told you about today. They started exactly where you are now. They felt scared, nervous, and unsure, but they took small steps every day, and now they speak English with confidence.